I hear this in my clinic almost every week. I was fine, and then suddenly everything just seemed to fall apart. My weight, my energy, my joints, my sleep, all at once, like a switch had been flipped. I understand why it feels that way, but here is the truth. Nothing happened suddenly. You were on a slow slope for 10 years, and that summit just became visible. Hi, I'm Kevin Davis, physician assistant, 30 years in family practice. And today I want to explain what is actually happening in your body after 50. Because once you understand it, it stops feeling like bad luck and starts feeling like something that you can work with. Let me walk you through the four main things that are compounding on each other. First, muscle loss. Starting in your 30s, the average person loses 3 to 5% of their muscle mass per decade without deliberate effort to maintain it. By 50, that adds up. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, less stability, more fatigue with basic activity, and a harder time managing blood sugar. Muscle is not just for looking fit, it is a metabolic organ. And most people are losing it quietly for 20 years before they even notice. The second thing is hormonal shift. In women, perimenopause and menopause bring on a significant drop in estrogen and progesterone. This affects sleep, weight distribution, mood, bone density, and cardiovascular risk all at the same time. In men, testosterone gradually declines from the mid-30s onward. Lower testosterone means less muscle, more body fat, lower energy, and often lower motivation. These hormonal changes do not happen overnight, but their effects accumulate and then they seem to arrive all at one time. The third thing is metabolic slowdown. Your resting metabolic rate, the number of calories that your body burns just to keep you alive, declines with age. Partly because of the muscle loss I just described, partly because of hormonal changes, partly because of reduced physical activity. The same diet that maintained your weight at 40 will add pounds at 55 if nothing else changes. That is not a character flaw, it's biology, but it does require a response. The fourth is sleep disruption. Sleep quality tends to decline with age. Less deep sleep, more walking, earlier rising. And poor sleep accelerates every single one of these things I just described. It raises cortisol, which drives fat storage. It impairs muscle recovery. It disrupts hunger hormones, making you eat more and feel less satisfied. Sleep is the hidden variable that connects everything else. Now here is what I want you to hear clearly. None of these are inevitable in a way that most people assume. The muscle loss can be slowed and reversed with resistance training. The metabolic slowdown responds to changes in protein intake and activity. The hormonal shifts can be evaluated and in many cases addressed. The sleep problems are highly treatable. What does not work is waiting. The longer these processes run unchecked, the more ground you have to cover. The patients I see who are thriving at 65 and 70 are not the ones who got lucky. They are the ones who understand what is happening in the 50s and did something about it. You did not fall off a cliff. You are on a slope, and you can change the angle. Subscribe to Kevin Davis Health and Second Half Davis Strong Davis. This is what I do in practice every day, translated into language that gives you something to act upon. And I'll see you next week.